The digger keeps moving further into the moor, 2 to 3 meters a year. In Ireland, they stopped cutting turf by hand a long time ago. But this is the last year that Pat Cooper will be allowed to cut peat on this patch of moor. The moor is one of 100 raised bogs that are protected areas under European nature conservation laws.
We have resources here that we need to use, and it's something that's really important to us. And I think, we should conserve some raised bog, but I don't think we need to conserve the amount.
Like many other moor residents, they cut the turf for their own use. The peat in this area has been extracted by Pat Cooper's family, but that's been over the course of a century. Everyone pitches in to help stack the briquettes for drying. Turf cutting has a long tradition in Ireland. Cooper helped out even as a child.
I mean, these two guys here, I mightn't see them till the next bog cutting, even though they only live a mile or a mile and a half from me, But it's a real community, and if you come up here, we walk through the bogs in the evening. There's a group of us women who go walking here, and you'll see all the people on the bogs, and you'll wave, and you'll probably go and have a chat with a couple of them. So it really is something that belongs to us and is really traditional, and we love it.
Turf fires are an Irish custom and a cheap source of heating for homes.
My 89-year-old mother is sitting here beside us, so we have to keep the house really warm at 22, 23 degrees all the time. If we only had to use the oil, I think our heating costs would double.
But nowadays, nearly all the raised bogs in Europe are gone. Only Ireland still has any worth preserving. This one in Western Ireland is now closed to turf cutting. Tony Lowes travels around the country and monitors the protected areas. He's got only a few staff, and it's a big job.
And now here we are at Clune Chambers, which was supposed to have cutting stopped last year. And obviously the cutting isn't stopped. It's wide scale. It's a complete scofflaw. They simply don't understand why we should protect these bogs.
They use a measuring stick, GPS, and a camera to document the illegal excavations. But they don't get much political support.
There are no politicians in Ireland who will stand up and say this is a nonsense, this must stop. We're a part of the European Union. Why? How can we, especially in the current times when so much is being done for Ireland, how can we turn around and say we're going to ignore your environmental law?
The new government wants to change that. The minister in charge has been in office for about 3 months.
We have something like 1,500 raised bogs in Ireland, which is quite unique in Europe. So only 139 bogs will be affected, and 55 of those immediately. And we will make provision for the people cutting turf in those bogs in bogs close by. So we have to do this. We have to comply with the European directive.
But the compensation sum is too low, say the representatives for the turf cutters. Luke Flanagan is determined to fight the ban, which has even won him a seat in Parliament.
Jimmy Deenahan, with his big ministerial salary, can say that it's only a few bogs, but it's all of our bogs around here. It's 100% of my bog, it's 100% of my neighbour's bog, and all we're asking for is a very, very small percentage of these bogs. We're not asking for them all.
Common sense can resolve this, but if common sense does not prevail, if governments or the EU keep dictating to good living ordinary people in the countryside, yes, people will go back and cut their turf.
For Pat Cooper and her mother, they say if they're banned from the moor at year's end, that's the end of their way of life.